guys, recently I had some people ask me about my selfie stick, which is actually my trekking pole. And what it is I put a 1/4 inch threaded screw or bolt in the end of a trekking pole. And this allows me to use all kinds of GoPro attachments like that. I can put on a camera mount for a cell phone or whatever, and then it'll extend using the cam locks on the trekking pole, and it holds well, and you can extend this thing out quite a bit. 54 inches I think is about what this will extend. So 54 inches is pretty high. And that's right there. And so that's a pretty good selfie stick. So that helps you get some real great aerial shots, holding this way up as high as you can reach, which is probably 12 feet in the air. Makes great shots so that it looks like you got a drone with you, which is kind of handy when you're in places where you don't have or you can't fly a drone. I'm going to go to hike in Kauai next month, and when I go I won't be able to take my drone on the Nepali coast, and so I'll be able to get some shots with this that will look similar to a drone or give that drone feel to it. But anyways, this is my trekking pole and it is my selfie stick. It also acts as my tripod because when you take the little foot pad off of this, you can jam this straight into soft soil and it'll stick and it'll hold your camera just fine. So what I did was I took a bolt and I cut the head off, and then I drilled it into my trekking pole and put that bolt in the right depth for one of these universal 1/4 inch by 20 threaded bolt attachments for your cell phone or for your camera mounts or whatever. And that allows me the versatility to use this gimbal, use the cell phone camera mount, most of the time I'll use this GoPro doohickey, and it allows me a ton of mounting options. It's strong enough that I can put a DSL camera on here, a big Nikon camera. It's not coming out because I used a high strength epoxy. So I'm going to show you how I made this, and hopefully somebody will find this interesting. I don't suspect it's a patented idea. You're putting a bolt in the end of a trekking pole. It's not genius, but it is handy, and it sure beats carrying that additional trekking or additional selfie stick, which I've done in the past, and found this is redundant. I looked at some other options out there. There's some little clip-on things that'll clip onto your trekking pole, and they looked a little dodgy to me. And I thought, if I'm going to put a camera on that, it's only going to be a cell phone. You're not going to be able to put anything big or a GoPro type action camera, some little tiny thing. This setup, like I said, I can put a DSL on there, and I can dangle a DSL camera, a great big heavy camera, out and not worry that it's going to fall out. So I'm going to show you how I made this. If you want to make one, super simple. I'm into this for very little. I used a fairly low-end carbon fiber pole. This is by Cascade Designs, I think, or Mountain Tech. Cascade Mountain Tech. Got it at Costco. They're like $30, $29.95. So you know, if you don't want to do this to your black diamond $60 a piece carbon fiber trekking poles, I totally understand. Hey, for what I'm into, it is totally worth the value. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to cut the head off your bolt. Now in this case, I think this is about 1.5 inch bolt, and I'm going to cut off this head here. So that's what's in here, is one of these. You can use your hacksaw or whatever you have. I'm just using my grinder. You're going to want to drill on the side away from the strap, okay, because the strap comes in around this pin and rolls. If you start here like I started, you're going to compromise the strap. So you want to drill forward of this little metal strap retainer. So I started doing that one wrong, realized it, and already started the hole, but hole's in the place. So after you get your bolt head cut off, so start off with the bolt like this, then I cut off the head, so I have this. You're going to go ahead and put a nut on it, because you're going to pound on that nut. Okay. Then you're going to take your high strength epoxy. In this case I'm using some Loctite gel, which I've used before and works really well. And you're going to inject it into that hole, down in there, and let it ooze on up. Just like that. Take this bolt that you've cut the head off of, and that's it. You let that set up. Like that. There you are. You don't want to stick up more than that 1/4 inch there. If you're even a little lower, it's probably better, because this rubber will give some. And there you are. And then your finished product should look like this. And then you can screw on whatever attachments you have to that. Piece of cake.